Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're going to exit the Paphos Harbour car park, the main car park, which looks out onto the blue Mediterranean Sea. As we can see, it's quite busy, but we're going to work our way up towards the Paphos Mall, and then we're going to work our way to the Paphos Old Town. So it's to show you that route, whether you're driving it or whether you're on foot. Now, if you're in this area, it's where the promenade ends and the harbour begins. That is the harbour cafeteria, restaurant, taverna right in front of us on the corner. And we are going to head out towards the Paphos Mall. If you're on foot, it'll probably take you 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how many people are in tow and, of course, where you stop along the way. But if you're pretty fit, 10 minutes. If you're a little bit meandering like myself, probably take you about 15 to 20 minutes. And then if you're going to go up to the actual Old Town, again, that'll take you another 10 to 20 minutes. So it's a nice leisurely walk, and there's plenty of things to see on the way. You've even got the Paphos Skywalk that we're going to transcend underneath. So again, if you want to have a little adventure and go up there and get some nice views and some fresh air, why not? Along the way, as you may have noted, lots of people are stopping and looking in the windows of the estate agents, the realtors. I think that's what you say in America, isn't it? So if you're looking for a property to buy on this street, there's more estate agents, more property sellers than anywhere else in Paphos. You can also hire a car, or you can go into the Vasilis fish market and buy yourself that special piece of fish. There we are. So slowly but surely, we are going to approach the area known as the Catacombs and the Paphos Skywalk. That's coming up just about now as we go onto this raised area, shall we say. We've got some archaeological sites, and of course you can wander in to the catacombs, which are situated on the right hand side, and the entrance to the Paphos Skywalk is just over yonder on the left. And you walk up this steel platform and you transcend over the road, which is what you can now see up in the sky right in front of us. And the next spot, well, that is the Paphos Mall roundabout. Traffic lights on red again. What's going on? Here we go, Miss Andrea. See, we're having to stop. So right in front of us, Paphos Mall roundabout, and just over on the left hand side, that actually is the shiny building known as the Paphos Mall. Not the biggest mall in the world, but there's just enough in there to keep you entertained, that's for sure. You've got a Zara shops, of course. If your name is Baroness Louise of the Barnhawk clan, that's where you like to mosey on down and flex that flexible friend of Baron known as John of the Barnhawks. There we are. We're going to keep on going straight up. So Paphos Mall is on the left, Bagona Garden Centre is on the right. And we're going to keep on going straight. There's a slight incline, so if you are, well, what's the words? A slightly little bit older like ourselves, perhaps take your time. Coming back down, it's much easier because, of course, you can just roll down because, as I said, it's slightly downhill. If your name's Miss Justine and Mr. Andy, well, you'll probably jog up and down because, of course, you're super fit, hanging out and hiking around in those lanes of Staffordshire. And that's when Mr. Andy's not waggling his rear end of his blue BMW or having rings run around him by the dog known as Mr. Ollie. Talking about dogs, quite a few dogs watching us, by the way, and one of them, he's a clever doggy indeed. He really is. Mr. Bobo, he likes to get his plastic friend out. Well, it's not his plastic friend, it's his owner's plastic friend, but he gets it out now and again, and he likes to go and buy a coffee for the channel known as Marika and me. So if you're wondering how the channel is funded, that's how it works. You go and buy us a coffee or two, we pop your money into the tank, and we drive around making special videos for you. And if you want a special video, well, drop in the comments a few coffees, and that video will be coming very soon indeed. We're in, well, Midtown Paphos, heading towards the Old Town area, and as you can see, it's starting to crescendo and get quite busy. There's a zebra crossing. Well, let's let it go. The car behind me tried to implant itself in my bottom, please be aware when you're driving around, you know, there's a lot of distractions going on in Cyprus, and a lot of people like to look at the blue Mediterranean Sea, and they're looking at the blue sky, even though it's a little bit grey today, and they're chatting away with their gumbarus, and they're smoking a cigarette and playing on their mobile phone, all these kind of things. So if you are going to stop at traffic lights or a zebra crossing, make sure you look behind you before, otherwise you might find another car implants itself in your rear end. Now we're stuck in gridlock traffic. Have a look at that, Dizzy Blonde, as we head up towards the old town. So what's around us here? Well, that's a newly refurbished building. Haven't got a clue what it was or is, I don't know. Let's let this guy go. You've got the gadget corner if you want something for your smartphone or something for your house that's smart, that's where you go. And you've got the Michaelis Similides and Sons immobilising key service. So if you've locked yourself out of your car or your house, give them a call and they'll come and break in for you, no problem, and then give you a new key on the spot. What's up here? Bank of Cyprus is coming up on our left hand side, and then just a bit further up the big hill, just by Kennedy Square on the traffic lights, there's another Bank of Cyprus, and that one's the main branch of Bank of Cyprus. There we are. Superior Real Estate, that's on our right hand side. Again, if you're looking to buy an apartment or a house somewhere in and around Paphos, that could be the place to go. There's a fashion boutique coming up here. There's a gold buying centre, or if you want to invest in some gold and those kind of things, you can. I can't afford to invest in it because, of course, I haven't got any money. And just coming up here, this road that we're going to go up was all dug up. It was bigger digged for about a year or so. That road now is reinstated, although it's waiting for its final coat of the black stuff. And then to the left, which is the road that you would walk up to the old town, we can't drive it anymore because that's having the big digged and the life digged out of it. So they're putting all this infrastructure in and all these kind of things. So this is a bit of a slow crawl if you're in a car. There's no doubt about that. Much, much faster to walk. If there was any pedestrians around, you'd probably notice that they are outrunning us and they're only walking. Let's see this woman here in her rather nice red ornate dress. That's quite a nice dress, that. I think I might buy that, and maybe Dame Anne will buy us a couple of coffees if I wear it. What do you think, Dame Anne? Yeah, she's sitting in the boot with the superstar known as Anastar, and of course the boys, the couple of Pains, the trainee gangsters known as Lord Simon and Lord Jeremy. There. Lady Oh So Sweet is frantically looking for her memory foam pillow because she understands the road surface is going to get a little bit uncomfortable, and she's quickly pouring a tot or two for the superstar known as Lord Nigel Big Guns. So as you can see, Big Digger in on the left. George the Optical House is on the left there. How these businesses stay in business, I just do not know. But on a plus side, they get their rates cut in half. Wow, what an advantage, eh? What an advantage. Luckily for us, we're on an industrial estate in the middle of nowhere. So luckily, Big Digger in doesn't bother us that much. And the temperature's ramping up, by the way, because they were forecasting some heavy showers today. But to be honest, I think they've got it wrong. See, there's that lady again. She's definitely outrunning us, that's for sure. Let's see how she does when we get to the top. I think she's going to beat us. Who wants to put a bet on it? Dave Jono, do you want to put a bet? Are we going to beat her to the top, or is she going to beat us? I think she's going to beat us. I think I'm going to put 10,000 euros on her. And who wants to take that bet? 10 to 1. Should we go 10 to 1? There we are. Right, we are stuck in gridlock traffic, Dizzy Blonde, in the middle of downtown Paphos. This is where all the roads crescendo into one road, and of course there's Big Diggering up in the old town, there's Big Diggering in the new town, there's Big Diggering in the mid-town. In fact, there's Big Diggering going on everywhere. All these infrastructure projects have all sort of collided and commencing at the same time, and no sooner does one finish, another one starts up, and very, very inconvenient for the people who live in here and trying to mosey on down and get on with their daily lives. Here she is. We're going to overtake her again, but I got a feeling she's going to beat me. So who's going to take my bet? Come on, I could become a rich man if that woman beats us. I tell you what, I'll just park up and let her get to the top. I'll go and give her a helping hand. Anyway, what have we got here? Rinos Pitos, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's a chartered surveyor. He'll come out and value your property and do structural surveys and all that kind of thing. I mean, if you take a left here on foot, by the way, you will be into the old town, but of course we can't take a left because we're in a car. That lady's coming up behind us, and I got a feeling she's going to beat us. That's what I got a feeling of. So we're in gridlock traffic, and as you can see, there's very little courtesy in Cyprus. There was no intention of this car in front of me letting this man out in the Mercedes, but as time goes on, I'll let him go, that's for sure. Here she is again. Oh, he's now going to go into reverse and let this guy out. There she is. She had to come to a stop, the lady in red. Krista Burr could be singing to her, you never know. But I'm convinced that she's going to beat us, that's for sure. There we go. He's got out in the end. We'll call him Mr. Daxi. He almost destroyed his bumper, because you can see there's a bit of a, well, bit of a transcending between that road service and this road service. Here we are. We've overtaken her again, but she's living in hope, and you never know. Hopefully she doesn't die in Kaigurli. That's a little joke from where I'm from. There's a village called Hope, and next door to it is a village called Kaigurli. And people say, well, I live in Hope, and I'll probably die in Kaigurli. Now, as you can see, the face of Paphos is changing. This used to be shops along here, but now they've converted them into sort of townhouses and offices, because this is the changing face of towns all over the world, isn't it? The pandemic certainly changed the way people go shopping. It changed the way I go shopping, to be honest. I rarely go to big supermarkets anymore. I tend to go to the more local ones, and of course I have to go to 3 or 4 of them, but I still find it's faster and more convenient than going to a big supermarket. I also order a lot of things online. In fact, I remember I ordered a GoPro camera last year online on the recommendation of a man called Justine Mack, and he's coming back to Paphos in a week or so. Of course, Tracy's coming with him. That's his spectacular wife. Great lady indeed. But I'm going to take my GoPro camera and I'm going to insert it somewhere on the Justine, because I've only used it twice, and well, it packed in. Sorry, Justine, just in. But talking about just in, that's my JJ Mack. There she is. There's the lady who's sprinted up the side path, and I got a feeling that she's going to beat us. Even though these lights have gone to green, I'm pretty sure that we're not going to get through them, and I think that she's going to beat us. Come on, change to red. Come on, I want the lady to win. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's not fair. It's not fair, is it? There we are. Oh well. No, there we are. They have changed to red. On a day when I want to change to red, they've changed to red, Miss Andrea, because I want the lady in red to beat us. I want Krista Burr to sing a love melody to her, because I think she's walked very hard uphill on some uneven surfaces, although she did have the right footwear on. Where's she gone now? Let's check back. Oh, she's just over there. Come on, lady in red. Come on, come on, come on. Otherwise, I'm going to lose the bet. Here she comes. She's coming up in my mirror, and she's now taking a turn in, and she's going off onto Kennedy Square. And I'm promising you, here she is. I'm going to take the camera off the dismount to show you. There is the lady in red, and that lady has outrun us to the traffic lights, that's for sure. And she may even outrun us into the old town, you never know. Let's get it back onto the mount, otherwise Captain Stavros is going to do me, isn't he? There we are. We lined up, not too bad. There we are. Right, we're going to take a left here. This is Kennedy Square on the left hand side, by the way. And sorry about the mucking around with the camera, but I dismounted it to show you that the lady has beat us. In fact, she's leathered us, by the way. She's almost at the end of Kennedy Square, and we're still stuck at a red traffic light, Miss Andrea. So she is definitely outrunning us, and she deserves to be serenaded by the one and only Krista Burr, that's for sure. Let's take a left. Let's let the lady with the pushchair go. There we are. And the little babies are with her. And then we've got someone honking behind us. There we are. Total disrespect for the world around us. There's the lady in red, and she's absolutely leathered us. So Dave Jono, you owe me, by my calculations, 10,000 at 10 to 1. You owe me 100,000 euros. So that's chump change to you, because that's only about £95,000. So I'll send you my IBAN and all those kind of things, and you can transfer that money over to me, and I'm pretty sure that you'll win that back on your horse bets over the next week or so. So technically now we're in the old town. That's where we are. And like I say, that lady in red, wow, she absolutely leathered us. She's a superstar. I should go and find her and buy her a frappe or something. A lady on a mission going for a lunch, that's for sure. So here we are. we are officially entering the old town, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a bit more gridlock around here. And there's one of the barrows in blue. He whizzes around looking to make sure that you've used the smart parking app. So don't forget, if you're in downtown Paphos nowadays, I don't think you can pop money in the meter anywhere anymore. I think you have to use smart app. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they've made it more difficult. I thought it was much easier. Park your car, find a parking meter, pop a euro in it, job done. But oh no, now you've got to download an app, hook up your card to it or your smartphone to it and pay them that way. Anyway, Mr. Andy, rant over. We're deep inside the old town. Let's get round and see if we can get a spectacular view. And I'm going to say thanks for watching. And of course, if you do like what you see, why not hit that like, click the subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my lunacy. Big shout out to some of the superstars, the Barnhawks, that's the Baron and the Baroness. So John and Louise, thank you very much for your contribution to the channel. Very much appreciated. Matt Rhodes, thank you very much indeed. Of course, the list goes on. Dame Anne, thank you very much indeed. Zebra crossings everywhere here, by the way, and a lot of tourists who are not familiar where they are. So there we are, someone honking the horn at me telling me that I shouldn't be stopping at a zebra crossing, but there we go. We'll drive a little bit slower just to annoy them that little bit more, shall we? Because I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. There we are. This is the area where the restaurants and the bars look down across the blue Mediterranean Sea. Spectacular view on a spectacular day. And I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course we will see you again very soon.